Welcome to Be Still and Know, our time of reflection and our time of meditation. Through all of the spiritual reading that I do and through some of the lectures that I participate in, the theme that always comes up, I believe, to remind us is that God is not a God of later, but that God is a God of now. God is a God of now in this present wonderful moment that we are experiencing. And so it is important for us to lean into this present moment, into this now, fully and completely, and allow ourselves to so dwell in that now moment, that we allow Spirit to enrich us and to enlighten us, if you will, to open us up without boundaries to the fullness of all that Spirit is, moving in and through and as our lives. Someone once said that Spirit and experiencing Spirit is a mystery. And it is not something to so much be explained as is something to ponder. And so that is what we seek to do in our time of inner reflection. We seek to ponder this now moment and how God is showing up in God's fullness in this now moment. Now moments are happening rapidly, one right after the other. And what we experience in any particular now moment, we can carry on into future now moments that can change our lives by changing our experience of Spirit God moving through us. So one of the things I like to do in meditation is to think with each breath, in this moment, in this moment, in this present moment, what is it that I am experiencing? What is it that I am recognizing in that moment that has become a powerful focus for me that will then carry me into succeeding moments of experiencing the beautiful light and the presence that is all that is God, the boundlessness, the unlimitedness of God. What is it that we feel in our hearts and in our bodies as we ponder this beautiful mystery? It's not really one that words are adequate to describe, for Spirit is beyond human words. It is a feeling. It is a knowing. It is a revelation within us of being moved forward in a very gentle and a very beautiful way. So as we think about in this moment, let's take that into our meditation and let it begin to guide us forward. Shall we? So I invite you to get comfortable in whatever posture is comfortable for you in meditation. Maybe that's seated in a chair. If there are arms on your chair, maybe your arms are resting on the arms of that chair. Sometimes we do that with our palms up in a receiving gesture. Your hands may be folded and just resting in your lap. You might be seated on the floor in the lotus position, or you may be lying down. There are many ways to meditate. And you might actually like to try several different postures in meditation as you work through your practice. And then you find the one that works best for you. So as we are in our posture of meditation, let us begin to breathe with a full and an intentional breath in and a full and intentional breath out, letting all of that air out. breathing in to completely fill our being with this beautiful oxygen that is the energy of God, and then fully breathing out. And allow ourselves to breathe in and breathe out. Close your eyes if that's comfortable for you, or gaze downward in soft focus. There's no right or wrong. Simply breathe in and breathe out. Allow your body to relax. Remember that as we meditate, that we stay awake and we stay aware, but we also want to relax our body so that if there is any place in our physical body where we find tension or stress, that we can breathe into those places and see if we can soften them and allow them to relax. And breathe in and breathe out. You may want to say as you breathe in this moment. And then lightly breathe out, if you wish, on the out breath, to include a powerful affirmation of what it is that you wish to experience with Spirit. So breathe in. May I feel the fullness of God's presence. In this moment, may I feel the fullness of God's presence. In this moment, may I release the weight of any burdens I may have been carrying. In this moment, I allow myself to let go of fear. In this moment, I celebrate the fullness of all that I am. In this moment, I celebrate my connection to the whole of creation. In this moment, I affirm my life is a blessing. In this moment, I feel an inner peace that comes from resting in the light of pure spirit. Continue to focus on your breath. in this moment. In this moment. Notice anything that may come up for you that reveals the Spirit of God moving through your life as you dwell in this moment. Know that in this moment that you are safe. Know that as in this moment you move forward with ease. Know that in this moment you experience the fullness and grace of perfect Spirit God. In this precious moment. At any moment going forward throughout your day, throughout whatever you are doing, you can pause and say to yourself, silently or aloud, in this moment. And as you do so, feel again the light of God moving through you with cleansing perfection. The unlimitedness and the boundlessness of Spirit God is being opened anew for you in this and every moment as you go forward. I invite you to open your eyes and bring your awareness back into your space. Be gentle with yourselves as you allow your breath to bring you back into your room. Know that what you have experienced in this meditation continues to speak to you through your experience this day. And so in going forward, may you be blessed. And may you know that you are never alone, for God is forever right where you are at every moment. That you need only look within to find the peace, and the blessing, and the power and the grace of a God who loves you unconditionally. And so it is. Amen. And namaste.